start this again because I cried and I don't like crying. So I don't know if this is going to be the last video, but I want to start off by saying I'm trying to finish off this stupid uni work that my mum wants me to finish off so bad. I don't know why she wants me to go to uni so bad. I'd rather just work. And I don't know if I should break it to her that that's what I'd rather do. Because it feels like she kind of wants me to do that. I don't want to do school right now. When I could. So it feels like I'm but then she kind of has a point. I feel like I'm chasing after the I don't know if it's a stupid dream, but you know what I mean. Anyways, don't mind really. Yeah, let's try and get this done. But yeah, I wanted to start off by saying like I've made so many stupid and silly mistakes that I could apologize 1,000 times for. That you could beg for people to forgive you, and people deep down will never forgive you. You can't. Main thing is you can't tell people how to take disrespect. You know what I mean? And I think something is 100% shifting. I don't know. It's like I'm slightly shifting in a good way, but something's getting worse. And I'm getting so close, but going so far. I don't know if I'm about to burn out or what. Okay. I do want to say, like, and be super honest and say, like, obviously, I don't want to bring anything on the internet, but it's just like, you know, I feel like anyone who's talked to me recently is like, oh, she's talking a lot. And I want to apologize. It's like I'm always apologizing, but it's like, honestly, for the stupid mistakes, for the stupid talking, it's like you're talking more than you're actually doing it. You know what I mean? I want to apologize for putting my shit onto other people. And my best friend's like, and it's fine if you don't. Because another thing is like, I realize I rush into things, I do things, I'm impulsive with things, and I want to be honest, really, really honest. This is for myself and whatever, moving on. It says that I support you fully. You know what I mean? It may feel like, oh, this, you know what I mean? I think I struggle with expressing myself recently and just putting my shit on other people. And I want to say sorry to my best friend for that as well, because I feel, you know, and also friends that I've been talking to, I've been putting shit on them. It's like, bro, leave me alone. And you know, people say that they're there to talk, but it's like, you know what I mean? Not that you guys are not there. I think sometimes I struggle to kind of see the love that's in front of me. And but then I'll take the love that's familiar. Um, I'll take the most painful thing I'll take the painful shit, but I will never take the real love in front of me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not saying that to manifest it, I'm saying that to reverse it and acknowledge it. And I realized another thing, I got really high one time and I'm not going to get high anymore because I think it's definitely affected me now. And say, yeah, I feel like I'm just making too many silly mistakes, but I make things all about me. You know what I mean? I think, be honest and say that. Like, someone said you have to be a shit bad person to be a good person. Not that I actively go out my way to be a shit bad person, of course not. If I could be a good person 24/7, I would choose that. If I could be something perfect, I would choose that. I would be Beyonce. I would be Beyonce. But I'm looking at all the shit and I've just made everything about me, you know what I mean? know if I'll ever like truly find, and it's nothing against anyone that I've talked to, but I don't think I'll ever find truly like a safe space. Like, not my best friend, not like friends. I mean, just for my like, I don't know if I'll find a refuge to, you know what I mean. But all I've ever wanted to do, and I feel I've done a big part, is inspire people. Because if anyone's feeling just the fucking inch of what I'm feeling, even now I'm gonna fucking say it, even haters who are hating and who are like ruin on it, it's like, would I want anyone to kind of feel that like 24/7? Bro, it's gonna be a hard life for you. But it mainly is that I see people that I know kind of going through like bad situations, and I don't know how to respond to it or express or um approach it, you know what I mean, in a way that is the most perfect way. um and I apologize for that. I'm always saying sorry, and I don't, when I say I'm always saying sorry, I'm not saying, oh, like, I don't mean, of course not, of course I mean it. My main thing is like, I don't know, like everyone goes through shit, you know what I mean, and it's like, how you, the only way I know how to express my understanding and how much I care is through, well, everyone's kind of a bit of a narcissistic, but my own experience. Not to be like, oh yeah, my own experience. Of course, everyone else's experience also matters as well. But like, to show my appreciation, it's like, oh, okay, this is what happened through when we relate, or you talk to me deeply. When it comes to like successful people, I think even when I was growing up, I can't lie, and if I want to take it as a story, I don't. You know what I mean? It's always been a thing where people wanted to compete with me as a friend. Not saying any of the friends that I have now wanna do that, but it's like, it was always like oh, Jane's doing this, okay, let me do something better, just to, it's like, I've always felt like some type of comfortability within myself. This is not a diss to any, and this part is off. I don't want people to, oh, okay, are you indirect? No, this is for like the past, you know what I mean? Like, none of what I'm talking about right now is to do with any of my friends that I have right now. I don't really truly know how anyone feels, you know what I mean? And that's the worst part, because I wish I could feel like, you know, how other people feel when I make stupid, silly mistakes. It's like, fuck, I regret doing that. And it's like, are you meant to make regret strong? Are you, like, what am I meant to do? You know what I mean? Anyways, what I'm saying is, fuck, I could waffle forever. Um, like, I'm gonna, even if it's fucking sorry every single time, but I deeply apologize for any of that, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm going through it too. Why do you keep telling me your issues, Jane? Like, hello. It's like, you know what I mean? And I don't just, I'm not saying like friends, like even co-workers. It's like, bitch, why am I telling these people this? It's like, how much more can I fuck up, and then they kind of have distrust with that, and but I really truly care, you know what I mean? um how much could I not trust myself to know like this is actually how I feel, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of always kind of had that like, I don't care mindset, and I would tell my best friend, and I feel kind of guilty, because it's like, okay, you said that you had this, and I still do. It's like, okay, you know, I wouldn't be doing half the shit if I didn't. I feel like I'm facing all my fears right now. Fucking hell. I forgot what I was saying. I'm not going to bed until I finish all of this coursework. It's a weird dynamic. So take it how you want to take it. If you don't even understand what I'm talking about, then that makes sense too. And I forgot what I was saying beforehand, but you can try and piece it together if you want, for your own self. Because if there's anyone feeling an inch of what I'm feeling, it's like at least you have someone to kind of relate to. If I don't know. Maybe I just feel like a fuck up. Like why am I like? It's so what? It's like the talent you have is like it's fucking okay. Bitch, where's the work ethic? And it's like how do I? It's like where's the shit? I want to see this shit. And if I fucking don't do anything stupid after this video, and I move on to do greater things, I don't get fired and not get kicked out of uni and not continue to make stupid mistakes that are so silly that it's like right in front of me, then I would laugh at this video. And if I if I continue to kind of build relationships with people where it's like, okay, I understand this person's cues, I can understand this, and my intention is never to come off as fake or ever to come off as this or that, because I have distrust in my own self on how that person views me. Then I've made it. I've done the development that I needed to do. I'm facing my fears, which that's all it's about. And maybe I'm overcomplicating. I think it's a thing where people think I'm overcomplicating it. I guess it's hard to ignore. If I am doing that, it's hard to fucking ignore. And it's funny because I feel I found the things that was the dreams I was looking for, and you gotta be careful what you manifest because it's strong as fuck, boy. It's strong as fuck, but I think I'm not even upset, more or less angry at myself, and then that reflects into the real world because it's like when you're lost, or I wouldn't even say I'm completely lost because I know exactly what I'm looking at, what the mood board is looking like. It reflects in people. Okay, we don't respect this person. The hard work is whatever, which is true. Hard work gets respected. It's facts. Looks is I don't even, and that's the funniest thing, and that might add on as well. I don't even think I'm all that. It's okay. I don't even, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even all that cool. Do a little makeup look, and then people think that that's like you're flexing, and it's I don't know, like I'm just doing me. Is why I kind of, and I want to say that I kind of not would dismiss my friend for saying this, but I guess you don't know until you walk into someone else's shoes, or you know what I mean. And I kind of hate myself for not really walking in people's shoes, you know what I mean, or experiencing that. And you say that also I motivate you, and I'm just thinking like how I'm like the worst. Like every time you tell me like fuck how like I'm the worst person to to ever be a motivator, even though that is one of the biggest dreams, to motivate with my music. Is like I want to motivate with that, because I know there's not too many women who are goal orientated and want to get as much more women in the business, because I think it's so important to plan business. And guess what, guys, I'm just so angry and I don't want to give up. I'm so stubborn. This is 15 minutes. Okay, cool. You don't have to listen to 15 minutes of this, but if you side motivation, okay, I might make it like a whole playlist of this. Um, yeah, I think now I'm about to talk less, like really isolate myself. And because I really don't want to offend anyone else, I really don't want to make another mistake. Because when I make mistakes, it's like silly, stupid ones that like anyone could have predicted. Like, why would you fucking say that? Like, you big fat loud mouth. um, and people try and get me out, and they're like, "Oh wow, I tried to get you out your shell, and now you're out your shell. You're fucking annoying. Go back inside of it." And you know what I mean? I don't want anyone defending me. Like literally, I don't want biasy, because it's, you know what I mean. It's I don't do feelings. I don't. You know when I say that, I mean just another thing, guys. Business and pleasure. I used to say to myself all the time, like, that cannot happen, and then it happened. No one told you. No one told you until you fucking have to experience that shit. Like, even outside of business, it's like, fuck, it still fucks up your life. Like, bro, I'm usually very fucking aware of this shit and just stay far away. But for some reason, this season has been, last week or this week has been a week to remember. And now I've got to do damage control, and I hate damage control so bad because I feel so guilty for the shit I know I did, you know, or said. The only thing I could do is admit to it and damage control. I can't ever tell anyone how to take disrespect. Maybe I disrespected people in the past, and I refuse to take, you know, accountability for that. But I refuse to kind of be, is it arrogant? There's a word for it. Incompetent. Because sometimes I feel that's what it is. Like, am I incompetent? Like, what? Why can't I pick up on certain things, or why? Like, what am I missing? I need to fucking. That's the fucking only way out. That I lock in real bad, that I isolate. And then people say, "Oh yeah, it's isolation," but it gets so lonely because I say all the wrong things, open up to the wrong people, but then the right people who I need to open up to, I have severe fucking. And then I do open up to those right people, and it's like, oh, I said too the fuck much, and I did. Guys, you have to shake yourself out of like like it's getting dark. It's getting real dark, and I'm struggling to see the light a little bit. But I guess people would like look at that and be like, oh, do you want me to pity you? Oh, and I sometimes don't even know what to do. Do I make myself? And I think the only way I can be better is by being angry. That was the way before. being angry. Being angry was the way before, and that's tiring. Crashing out. I mean, I didn't crash out, but just that anger was the way. So I guess I have to go back to that because yeah, it's yeah. Like I feel people look at me and pity me, and it's like don't do that because then it all goes back to self image and self respect and growing up's hard. Um, but then there's one looked at as like, oh, she's spoiled. Oh, she's. It's like, no, I'm just very much hurt. I'm very much like, well, I don't even know what's wrong with me. Um, and I'm not slipping back into being super depressed. I'd rather do something else. I'd rather, because it sucks being stagnant. And then you keep looking and looking, but it's like, you've already looked. You did the looking thing. You're here. So, I'm just exhausted, guys. But yeah, if this helped you, I want you to know that your story and whatever the fuck you're going through, even if you're just freshly an adult, I want you to know that okay, you've done the mistake, but now it's time to I don't know. I really don't know what time it is. But they still say clock it. They don't understand what time we're in, but they still say clock it. Season is coming to an end with a big bang. But sorry guys, I didn't even mean to be so out of it because bro, like I'm not putting any of my pain onto you guys, but I want you to be able to relate deeply because sometimes things can be deep. And everything I do is so intense, like every single emotion is felt intensely, and I've never imagine what love is gonna feel like. Just intense, like everything is just why I need a therapist, bro. This cannot work. But yeah, so when it comes to just I mean, me personally, I'm not scared of being vulnerable. If you wanna make fun of this or whatever, I don't really care. Or if you wanna, it's like, bro, we're not even gonna be here like in the next 1,000 years, so fuck it. You know what I mean? Maybe the generations that I maybe give birth to will keep going, but I guess still put the goals that you have in front of you, and sorry, I'm gonna make it come to an end. Still put all the goals that you have in front of you and run towards it. Tyler Creator once said, he said, okay, sorry, that sounds so crazy, but to scream at the ceiling. Something to do with screaming at the ceiling. It was in Come When You Get Lost. But if you need to scream, be angry, because right now I'm angry, and I using that as my thing because I think I've lost so much respect. And yeah, well, Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go now, but thanks. Like, I like being on camera. It makes me feel, you know what I mean? And if I'm looking at this one, I'm super doing good and I've looked in, please don't cry. You know what I mean? People didn't believe in you then. They weren't rooting for you when you was deeply how you was deeply, and you've looked in now. Now everyone wants to have, and that was one of my worst fears. I was like, okay, cool. I've got all the respect back, alright, I've done the work now, everyone loves you. It's like, that's fucking fake. Like, I know obviously I haven't been the realist, okay? I mean, I have. I didn't do things with the intention to hurt people. I was being, what's the word? Oblivious. But when I say that, I don't mean like, just da 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 da. I was really, I should have just sat back in those moments and just took it in for what it was. And I think that's the biggest thing that I learned, is to sit back, stop saying shit, and just take things in and have a perspective. And is it be mature? Because maybe that's the thing that I need to do. But yeah, I'm not, guys, I'm not high or anything. I don't know if my eyes look red, but